The critically acclaimed musical 4045 ushers in a new era of theatre. Studio 100 continues to push boundaries, together with its technical partners like Luc Beumans from Painting with Light. As a member of the creative team, Luc was involved early in the creative processes in this hugely successful musical.
I grew up with Studio 100. We did the first musical together more than 20 years ago now. We have a long history together. 1418 was an example of a big, how new theatrical experience is created. And with 4045 it's even a step further.
Je verlegt eigenlijk iedere keer een grens. De techniek moet ten dienste staan van iets, mag nooit iets overnemen. En met dat iets bedoel ik dan de kern waar het uiteindelijk om gaat. Het verhaal dat verteld wordt door de acteurs. De emoties die moeten overkomen in de zaal. De techniek mag de communicatie tussen de acteur en het publiek nooit overroelen. En ik denk dat we daar een evenwicht in hebben gevonden.
There are 8 self-driving seated stands for the audience, and just as many 4-meter-tall wirelessly driven columns with LED screens. They too run around the floor of the theatre. This is a 360-degree stage.
People are looking from all directions. It's a bit the concept of an in-the-round show. Usually people are sitting still and here everything's moving, so there's much more combinations possible.
Doe maar, we zijn alleen, dus ja, wat zou er u nog letten? Het is uw keuze en ik zal mij niet verzetten. Doe wat je moet, zet je te laf. Haal de trekker over, schiet en maak het af. Doe maar!
The design process started in Genk, in Painting with Light's WYSIWYG and 3D pre-programming studio. Luc and his team made a full virtual version of the show. You could see what it would look like even before a single light was hung in the theatre.
We create a complete 3D model of the set and all the scenery and all the scenes, and we program all the light scenes over there. We can now really in advance show how the show is going to look like.
Voor zo'n productie als dit is dat absoluut nodig, want zo win je ontzettend veel tijd. Je kan eigenlijk de voorstelling als het ware op voorhand simuleren in de beweging en met licht en alles erop en eraan. En dan kan je dat eigenlijk voor een groot stuk overplanten eens de hele situatie concreet wordt.
Now the team can put their latest innovation to the test. An original idea from Luc, it was built by the whole team.
It's a technology we have been looking for a long time. I work a lot with video screens where the scenery is displayed, and I always struggle that the light in real on the actor is not the same as the light on the video screen.
The screen content is directly connected to the lighting desk. When the light changes, the virtual light on the 3D models on the screens automatically change in real time.
The virtual lights, which are lighting the digital scenery, they are also connected to the lighting desk as the other lights in the venue are. So you can just control it at the same time. If you can achieve things like this, everything's possible, I think, with a team like this, working when somebody has a crazy idea, we're going to make it work.
Ik denk dat voor iedereen die met dit project bezig is, en zowel de mensen op de scène als achter de schermen, zich heel goed bewust is van het feit dat we eigenlijk hier met iets unieks bezig zijn.
You know how you have been working on the show, and then you know how you try to achieve certain emotions, and then if you see how the audience reacts, that's always something that gives me almost tears in my eyes. It's something you cannot describe.